Guys, feast your eyes on this classic 1970 Suzuki TS250. This is absolutely freaking gorgeous. High compression two-stroke engine. It's a ripper, and it's just had a full frame off restoration. Let me give you a quick riding demo, then I'll go over everything that's been done to it. But it's frame off. Even the wheel hubs were polished on this thing. It's really been taken to the next level. It looks and runs like a brand new bike, and it's 55 years old. Born April of 1970. Guys, next month she has a birthday, April of 1970. So next month it'll be 55 years old. And I don't have to tell you how rare it is to find a 55-year-old on an off-road bike, enduro bike, in this kind of condition. This is actually looks nicer than the day it was taken out of the crate at the showroom in April of 1970. It's that nice. It's been completely frame off, restored, and taken to the next level. The attention to detail on it is absolutely impeccable. One of the finest we've seen. I've only had a couple early Suzuki Enduros that were this nice. I had a green one a couple years back, you might remember. This one is absolutely freaking impeccable. Just well over 100 hours of labor have been invested into the restoration on this bike. I guess I'll start with the wheel sets. The wheels were completely, the bike was taken right down to the frame, engine out, right down to the frame up restoration. The wheels were completely dismantled. The original spokes were discarded and replaced with new spokes. The hubs, if you take a close look at them hubs, those were professionally polished. It's a 3-stage process where they're sanded down with 3 stages of sandpaper and then 3 polishing rouges. It takes a long time to do it. There's over 30 hours just in the polishing aluminum on this restoration. Not only when the hubs were done, but if you come around this side, the brakes were completely dismantled, and the entire brake backing plate was machine polished, so it looks like chrome. Guys, there's no chrome on that hub. That's all aluminum. The forks are chrome. It has the chrome on the forks is brand new condition. It looks like it just came out of the box. Usually they're all pitted and messed up. The original fork uppers are in excellent condition also. The original front fender is in excellent condition. Has a little bit of patina on it, but there's no dents or damage on it that I can see. And it's actually maybe one tiny little ding back here, but this is original. That might be even a manufacturer's thing, I don't know, but might have had that when it came out of the factory, I don't know. But the original headlight bucket chrome looks great. The forks were rebuilt with new seals, new rubbers, and new 15-weight oil. The brake pads are new on it. The complete brake system has been completely rebuilt. The brake cables look to be in new condition. The clutch cable is new. The handlebars are brand new chrome handlebars. All the aluminum was machine polished for all the mounting hardware. It's in super crisp, clean condition. The gauges look excellent. They're the original gauges on the bike. Less than 150 miles on this full frame off restoration. The grips are new. The mirrors are, I think they're original Suzuki's, but I don't recall, to be honest with you, but they're in brand new condition. The paint job on it is stunning. It's got a new paint job, the original factory yellow, new graphics. The original badges are in excellent condition, has the original fuel cap. The tank was professionally restored inside and out. It has a new fuel petcock, new fuel lines. The seat cover is brand new. The seat foam is new. I'll show you underneath the seat in a second. But before we go any farther, I want to talk about the engine. The engine was Mr. Turbo, Justin Harris, who builds 6-cylinder turbocharged motorcycles for us here, took this project on, split the engine cases, went through the whole transmission, the clutch, the kickstart assembly. Everything was gone through completely. A brand new clutch, a heavy-duty clutch with heavy-duty clutch springs was installed. All new gaskets, all new seals. When it was apart, the engine cylinder and head and cases were vapor blasted. The engine covers, those are not chrome, guys. Those were sent down to the detail shop. They're professionally aluminum polished, and they shine like chrome. Absolutely spectacular. All new hardware, all new chrome hardware, lots of new hardware throughout. The engine puts out 175 PSI compression. It's a high compression engine. The airbox is the original airbox with a new air filter, and the carb's been upgraded to a newer round style Mikuni Sudco carburetor, big upgrade from the original one. It's carbureted excellent. New fuel lines, new fuel filter. The intake was replaced. You can see it has 2 new spark plugs in it. It has 2 spark plugs, so if you foul one, you just take the cap off and put it onto the other one. Engine has been completely rebuilt by Justin here at Kaplan Cycles, and it runs awesome. The original exhaust system was sandblasted and repainted. We'll come around the other side here. You can see the entire clutch cover was given the 3-stage sanding and then machine polishing. It looks absolutely spectacular. New Allen heads, new Phillips screws. The pipe was completely reconditioned. The pipe is in mint condition. It was painted the correct original shade of factory black. The chrome heat shield's intact. The tank badge on this side is the original tank badge, still in excellent condition. All of the lights work, the high beam, the low beam, the turn signals, the idiot lights, the neutral light, everything worked on our test ride. The brake light, it's a spectacular piece. Looking closely, you can see the shocks are brand new. OEM replacement replica shocks, brand new passenger pegs, so you can take your honey on a ride. It's got plenty of torque. If you want to ride this thing to the beach, take it to the campground, or roll it into the museum, or bring it to a Antique Motorcycle Club of America show, it's sure to turn heads everywhere it goes. The front tire is brand new. The front tube, if you zoom in, you'll see it still has the hairy nubs on it. Just a couple miles on the tire on the front. As I mentioned, the forks are new. The forks are rebuilt, newly rebuilt. The spokes are new. The hub's completely rebuilt. New bearings, new brake pads, new front tire, new tube. Same thing on the back wheel here, completely dismantled right down to the frame. The frame was sandblasted and painted. The original gloss black. The original rear fender and taillight are in excellent condition. It does have new turn signals all the way around and new wiring for them. It works beautifully. If you zoom in on the rear tire, you'll see it still has the hairy nubs on there. And looking closely, inspecting the rear wheel, you can see this one was also completely dismantled. The spokes were replaced. The original chrome is in good condition. It was polished and to a brilliant shine. The backing plate here, that's an aluminum backing plate, and so is in the hub. It came clear coated from the factory. All the clear coat fails after like 20 years, so that was completely stripped, and the same thing as front, the 3-stage process. It's a lot of work polishing the inside of the hub. Trust me, guys, it's until you do one, it's back-breaking work, and it's very time-consuming. Like I said, about 30 hours labor just in the aluminum polishing between the hubs, the engine cases, and all the other aluminum parts on the bike. Seat cover is brand new. We can take a look underneath the seat, and you'll see everything is in excellent condition. The seat foam is in good condition. The seat base hasn't been rusted. It still has a spot here for your registration. And you can see it was tagged with the Bel-Ray SI7 oil. Has new Bel-Ray 1040 engine oil and new Bel-Ray fork oil 10 weight. You can see the oil tank is in pristine condition. The oil tank was completely removed from the bike, sandblasted and repainted. Has the original aluminum oil cap. The original airbox and airbox cover, it looks like it just came out of the crate in 1970. That was beautifully, professionally gloss painted and restored when the frame was done also. You can see it has a new battery in it also. carefully restored from the frame up. Everything's been done on this bike, and it needs nothing. It's ready to go. The original brake lever, the original shifter, the original factory pegs are all in good condition. It has new chains and sprockets on it also. The rear brake pads are brand new. The rear tire is brand new. The rear tube is brand new. The wheel bearings were replaced. Everything was done on this bike. No stone was left unturned. The rear swing arm bearings and everything is tight as a tiger. Usually after this many years, it's all worn out. Like I said, very few of these exist in this condition anymore. Most of them are private collections, and for good reason. The cost to restore a bike like this, you're looking at over 100 hours of shop labor, well over 100 hours. Right now in Connecticut, it's $175 to $200 an hour. There aren't many shops that do this kind of work. We're one of the last remaining shops that does this kind of work. At $175 an hour for us to do a frame off on your bike, you'd be looking at a $17,500 work order. Plus, depending on what you need for parts, this one was about $3,000. You can see that it can easily double the value of what the bike may be worth at auction. So best to buy one done, unless you've got a lot of spare time on your hand. A restoration like this, when I say 100 hours, that doesn't include the chasing the parts, the going to the paint shop, all the work involved gathering the parts. And when you do a bike like this, when you do a frame off, everything has to be perfect, because anything that's even remotely not right sticks out like a sore thumb. The original chrome rear fender is intact. The original chrome tail light is intact, and license plate mount. It's an absolute diamond, guys. It looks at home here in the New England Motorcycle Museum. It is a museum quality, an investment quality piece. Two-stroke enduros from the 70s are going through the roof. If you follow the auctions, you'll know that these are few and far between, and when they do come around this nice, they really ring the bell. It even has the original reflectors up here on the triple clamps. All the original cycle parts are in excellent condition. No evidence of it ever being abused off-road. It's been pretty much a street bike its whole life, and probably should remain one. It's just way too nice to drag it through the dirt and mud at this point. The entire oil injection system has been gone through. It has new reservoir to pump oil lines, replace the oil lines under the pump cover, new banjo bolt for the crankcase oil line, all new crush washers on the oiling system lines, new Bellray SI7 injector oil, bled the oil injection pump, adjusted and lubed the control cables, went through the entire system. The has a I think I mentioned the new vintage chrome handlebars. All the electrical has been gone through. All functions have been inspected. All the wiring has been gone through. 100% nut and bolt check over, and it runs awesome. Full rotisserie detail was done after it was fully restored, so it's ready to roll into the museum, into the showroom, put it on display, hang it from your man room, or take your honey to the beach, whatever you want to do. These are great bikes to have at the beach or the campground, or for riding around town. You could run it down the rail trail if you wanted to, take it in the pits. I think it's too nice to take it off-road at this point, but that's up to the new owner. Cycle World considered the TS250 sleek, reliable, and stylish with plenty of power back in 1970. It's a lightweight 5-speed 2-stroke trail bike, one of the first Japanese dual sport 2-strokes, rare and highly collectible, 1970 construction Suzuki 250. In absolutely pristine shape. If you have any questions about it, give us a call. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, I've got a clean certificate of title for the bike here too, so you can register it in your state, no problem. We offer financing in-house. We ship it right to your door, white glove, enclosed, transport only, enclosed and insured, and we do take trade. So the nicest April 70 construction 250 I've ever seen. It's really caught my eye, had me at hello. And she's a stunner, and the boys did a beautiful job on her. So if you have any questions, give us a call Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, 860-454-7024. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.